Taylor.
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 I'm like, here we go, girls.
You do know Twilight.
I watched it a few times ago.
Okay.
No way.
No. What was that? Actually?
Yeah, that was Canadian.
That was like
Canadian. Well, okay, this is a great story, actually. It's like, here we go.
here we actually
Like,
go.
here we actually go.
You know,
So
we thought we were going before.
Yeah.
Now we're going.
Now we're going.
Well, welcome to Talking Bullship, a whale and a ram. Our guest host today, Taylor Otto.
Hello.
Hi, Taylor. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, good. Are you like, I mean, you really tried to power move us by turning up like 20 minutes late.
No, actually, we just discussed this, and you guys gave me the wrong time.
We power
and then
moved
got
her.
mad at me.
Because you're in the ice bath, because you're a professional athlete
Yeah.
and you've got to do all your recovery.
Yeah, recovery is
You just
key.
finished training now, right?
Yeah.
How'd you go? Anything good?
Yeah, it was pretty good today. It was fun because it's just we have a game tomorrow, so
Yeah.
it's always just a little bit of fun out there before.
Is that best day of training? Is day before a game or day after?
Day before for sure because we have like a bunch of like little small-sided like. Fun
Surely
little
it's
things
just
to
a
do.
kick and giggle. Like
Yeah.
it's like nobody hurt yourself.
Yeah.
Everyone just like train. Heavy quotation marks.
I swear, like I'm always a kick and giggle though.
All right, our first question, Taylor, is always to our guest. Can you explain the Melbourne City crest to us, please? Can you explain what each of the things on there signifies?
No, I can't, but I can try.
Yeah, go have a crack. I'd love to hear why you think there are
I'm
the
really
four
sorry
things on
in
there.
advance because I love this club, but yeah, I don't know.
Okay, go for it. Give us your best.
This is a whale
Why is there a whale?
because there's an ocean around here. I'm not really quite sure. There's a boat, which may be ocean as well.
That's how you see the whales. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's like farmland. There's 2 farm animals.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
that's
then there's like
definitely
the heart, you know, like because we have heart here.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely the closest that we've had in the
Oh,
3 episodes.
okay.
Yeah.
So no one knows.
No. No
Oh.
one knows. But
Okay.
I do know that if you actually walk upstairs, there's like giant posters that will explain it all to you.
Is there?
Yeah.
Do you know how you come into the club every day and you walk past that sign that tells you what each of those things mean? That's just upstairs.
Where?
It's just near the trophy cabinet.
Oh,
I think. Yeah, I think it's near the
Yeah, I
trophy
think so.
cabinet. Yeah, it is.
wow. I'll have to take a look.
There you go.
Educate
So
myself.
don't tell anyone else on the team though, because I particularly enjoy the panic of people's
Oh,
faces.
yeah.
Because we say, explain the logo, and they're like, please don't make me do that.
Yeah.
It's no good.
Actually, I think we have had it explained to us once, like a long time ago,
Yeah.
but I didn't retain
It'd
any
be
of
like
it,
in the
obviously.
induction booklet or something.
Surely.
You know when you start a new job and you've got to go through and you like tick HR and you tick off payroll and then club culture? That would be in there for
yeah,
sure.
surely.
Who drives club culture at Melbourne City? Who's like the culture queen of like the women's team?
I think Stottie's pretty funny.
She's great.
she's just the best, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just funny, but also like holds a high standard at the same time, so it's good.
You should ask to see her dinosaur impression.
Oh no, I see it all the time. We actually beg her to do it. Mhm.
No, delete it.
That's our next challenge on here is to try to get her to do that.
No, like you guys would win if you do that.
Yeah.
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 Is Stoddy talking about the streak? Are we talking about the streak in the rooms? Like, and at training?
No, it's too
we're
scary.
not talking about the
yeah, I don't
streak.
think we should talk about it.
Okay.
I think we should carry on.
We just keep moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
right.
gives me a
That's
little bit of stress.
At what point does it get nervous?
Me personally, I feel like the last like 3 or 4 games, like once we hit the streak that like beat the
Other streak.
other streak, I feel like I was like, oh, now we have to keep doing it.
So do people say
Now we
don't?
have to keep doing it.
Yeah. Like,
Are you a naturally superstitious person?
Oh.
like kind of. Like I used to be really superstitious, but now I like try not to be because I feel like it's not in my control, some things, and I need to just accept that.
What were your old superstitions?
I don't know, like just weird stuff, like eating the same thing, like putting the right sock on, right shoe,
Oh,
left
you're
sock,
like
left
deep in the
shoe.
bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now I don't do that anymore. Like I've
Do you
gotten better.
deliberately do the left sock now? So are you superstitious about not being superstitious?
You know, I could be now, honestly, because I definitely
That's
think
great.
about it.
The
Like,
mind of the athlete is just a
yeah.
wild place to
Yeah.
exist.
So, yeah, sometimes I just have to like revert my thinking to
Yeah.
something else. Yeah.
Are you a let's goer? Because
I
like let's
am-
go is like I feel like in the last sort of 5 years of watching sports, let's go has really become like a
Yeah.
really big thing. Like let's go.
Actually, Holly tried to get me to be fined every time I said "Here we go, girls," because I say it like all the time.
On the field, on the pitch as
Yeah.
well as off.
Yeah.
Do you give it? How do you give a "Here we go, girls"?
I'm like, "Here we go, girls." Like, I don't know. I'm just like, "Here we go."
That was on brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
So
kind of
like,
makes
I
sense.
almost got fined for that actually because I said it too much.
What are the fines for? What's the biggest fine for?
Being late.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, like late to a podcast.
No, I
Yeah,
don't
but
think that
like,
counts.
you see, I feel like this is a sticky one because like I had it at 12:30 on my team works.
Did you?
Yeah.
Where does the
Oh.
fine money go?
Well, okay, this is a great story actually because we have not much fine money because we only have like it's not much that you get fined when you get fined, but it all
Everybody
goes.
likes sticking to the rules.
No, like
Huh.
if you get fined, it's only like $1 or $2, so it's not like
Oh, it's not like
steep, you know?
yeah.
Yeah. So we put it in this like bucket, or like this year now Holly has like I'll tell this later. We put it in a bucket, and so you put the money in there, and then it like adds up. So it's for like the end of your party. And then last year at the end of your party, Holly gets it out and starts throwing it everywhere. So then we never got to use the money.
So we just threw the money at people.
Apparently.
That's ridiculous.
But this
It's like,
year,
no, they're
they all
spending.
co-
This is for
it's
everyone's
for like
poking.
dollars and like.
If the fines are all coins, I feel like it's quite a dangerous thing to
Yeah.
be throwing
I
coins
actually don't
around
know
the
if it
room.
was coins or what it was, but yeah, it got thrown around and we didn't even get to use it. So
Just cash for everyone.
yeah. But this year, we've solved the problem. Holly solved her own problem and she's doing it on Apple Pay.
That's good. Why
Same.
everyone just pays her direct?
Yeah, she like comes up to you and like stands in front of your locker and then you're just like, oh.
That's very.
And you
good.
get fined an extra 10% also.
Well, for the fees.
Yeah.
I like that Ollie's just definitely claiming the fees too. It's like the fees are coming direct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
10% for the fine master.
Yeah.
How did Holly become the fine master?
I don't know. Like she's just good at it because she like will call people out and be like, "No, you got fined."
Hmm.
But then she's also like funny about it, so like people laugh and like actually do it. You know?
Did
Just
she
a bit
ever
of both.
call anybody out for a fine and no one laughs? And she's like, "Oh, missed the mark with that one."
Well, people just try to argue with her, but like you can't really like lose a fight to or argument to Holly
Yeah.
because she's just like aggressive and funny.
She's like, "Okay,
Yeah.
sure," but you're still paying.
Yeah.
You can argue as much as you like, but you're still paying.
Exactly.
Yeah. fair
Now,
play.
would you rather win the league, like the A-League women title,
Mhm.
or the Champions League title?
Great question.
You only get to win one.
Oh,
I mean, ideally you win both. Just
Yeah.
heads up.
But in
yeah,
this
like I would
theoretical world,
love
yeah.
to win both. So this is a bit tough because I feel like I want to win the league so we could be in it next year because we've already gone quite far and I like think that we can do good.
AFC versus the league. Okay, you want to win the league.
Yeah, I think I want to win the league.
Sick.
But maybe league this year, AFC next year. But actually maybe both this year and then again next year.
Just
Yeah.
do both.
Yeah.
Run it back.
In the world of hypotheticals,
Yeah.
just
you can
win
do
the
whatever
double.
you want. Yeah.
Just win
Absolutely.
the double.
Yeah.
Are you pumped for AFC?
Yeah, I think it's really cool. Like a great opportunity and to be in Champions League.
Does it
is
feel
awesome.
different? Do the games feel different?
Yeah, a little bit.
Mm.
There's a bit more here we go, girls.
Yeah, like a little bit more here we go. Because like I
Mm.
feel like everyone's used to my here we go A-League. And then like with AFC and like traveling different places, more money on the line. It's like here we go.
Like here we actually
like
go.
here we actually go.
You know,
So
we thought we
you're-
were going before.
Yeah.
Now we're going.
now we're going. Yeah.
Your A-League women is here we go,
Uh-huh.
and then when you're in AFC, it's here we go.
Yes, exactly.
They have
You
different
get it.
emphasis on different words.
Yeah.
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 What are you thinking? What are you thinking about like going to China and?
I'm personally really excited because when I was at Celtic, 2 of my roommates were from China.
Yep.
And I don't think they'll be there when I'm there, but I'm
Have you-
excited to see their culture.
Have you been to China before?
Mm-mm.
Because the games are in Wuhan against first game against the South Korean team, the Red
Mhm.
Angels.
The Red
Yeah.
Angels, which let's be honest, that's a pretty sick name.
Yeah.
That is a really cool name.
It's
I can't.
right. It's
Like
cool,
they
right?
might have us on the name.
Yeah.
I can't lie.
Yeah, that's
But
disappointing.
not on the uniforms.
Well, I mean, we know
True.
that you have a real penchant for the sky blue.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
What is the blue called of North Carolina? Which is, I probably, as we kind of pivot here, we probably should get to learn a little bit about you.
You've got the blue of City, which is quite similar to the North Carolina blue, which is where you went to college.
uh-huh.
did you pick Melbourne City based on the blue that you went to college team for?
I've already got all the accessories.
Yeah, like it works out perfectly. No, that's not how it happened, but I'm really glad it did happen. Yeah, because I love Carolina blue. It's like the best.
Is it? How different is Carolina blue to City blue? It's pretty similar.
I actually think it's like about the same. Like maybe it's a little bit lighter at Carolina, but it's pretty much the same like hue.
Now the North Carolina team, the North Carolina University are the Tar Heels. For those that don't know, not us obviously, can you explain what a Tar Heel is?
From my understanding, it's like back in the day, they like used to put a lot of tar down, and then it would be like they would have it on their heels.
Right.
Yeah.
So
it would get on. It's like black tar, and it would get stuck on their heels.
But they put tar down to make a road.
Yeah,
and then
I think
walk on
so.
the road barefoot.
I don't think they like meant to. I think people would just, and then,
Why
or
is
it's the workers. I'm not really quite sure.
Why is a ram their like mascot?
That's also a great question. I feel really embarrassed that I don't know the answer because I love UNC. So
yeah, just not
shout
that much.
out. Yeah, apparently not.
Maybe that's why there's a ram on this logo.
Yeah,
too.
you know what? I was just actually thinking that.
Go Tar Heels. Am I
Yeah,
right?
go heels.
Go Heels. There we go. Heels up. What do you say?
Here we go heels.
Here we go Heels. Here we
Yeah.
go. Was that the college call? Here we go Heels.
We would just say go heels, but I would say here we go heels.
Here we go Heels. Yeah,
I
yeah,
guess
yeah.
I always say that.
Do you
but
then
yeah.
hate, because the great rivals of North Carolina are within the state, do you hate all the other, do you hate Duke?
I'm not a Duke fan now.
Were you real pumped that they just lost in the men's Final Four?
You know, so this is actually interesting. I was going for Carolina because they didn't do as great this year, and they had a playing game, and then they went in, but they unfortunately lost. But in my bracket, no one kill me. I had Duke winning.
Whoa.
So I'm like a little bit upset.
But we are going to clip that, and that is going to run red hot in a
No.
very
Yeah, we'll tag.
But
we're
let
gonna
me
tag
give an
UNC.
explanation. Let me give an explanation because go heels. I love you forever, and I don't like Duke. But my really good friend from college, her boyfriend plays on the men's team, so I was supporting my friend who I played with at Carolina.
Right, we
So
can
it was-
definitely cut that out and make it much worse
Absolutely.
for you.
Yeah.
So it was
The
only
guys behind the
right.
camera licking their lips at how they can
Yeah.
stitch you.
It
for
was
this.
only right. I had to support my friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I know. I've got one question about the Tar Heels too. Did you know that their lacrosse team, their women's lacrosse team, currently undefeated, number one in the country?
And when I was there, one of my teammates played lacrosse as well.
As well as
She did both.
Really?
She was really good.
Good crossover?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really good. And same with field hockey, really good.
Yep.
Honestly, all of the teams there slay. Women's team just won last year.
Yeah, they won.
They
Was
sure
that
did.
kind of a bit jealous to watch them win the national championship?
I wouldn't say jealous is the word. Like I was very happy for them because one, I think it's a long time coming. We've had like 4 or 5 years now where I think we should have and could have won. And two, I think they get a little bit of hate because they have like they won so much in the past. Like Carolina's won that like people are just kind of like, oh, they're not as good anymore. Like they were only a dynasty like when the teams weren't good and stuff.
They're riding the coattails of the past teams.
Where it's like, no, like they're still really good and they've always been really good and they're going to continue to be really good. And they proved it. So go girls.
Get wrecked, everyone else.
Yeah, get wrecked and go heels.
Everyone else get wrecked and go heels except Duke men's basketball because they would have been
one,
good for the
actually. So
just one
it's
player.
not even him either. It's just my friend. So
and go one guy's girlfriend for Duke men's basketball.
exactly.
I
You
love
get it.
I love it.
Now, Taylor, we obviously have scrubbed through your Instagram and you've got some absolute heater photos in there, some really wonderful ones, lots of like family ones. Getting around your mum is really lovely. And we found this photo that you posted and it looks like that you had some star shots done.
Do you know what star shots are?
No, what is that?
That's like hopefully the listeners, most of the Australian listeners will know what like star shots are. Star shots is like when you get, without insulting you directly because you have them clearly, it's like when you get like a planned like photo shoot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for yourself. Just
Oh,
for
no.
yourself.
I
like
feel
photo.
like I know where this is
For
going.
no reason. So you just like get star shots. It might be like, yeah, just for yourself. Like you might be, for example, leaning against a brick wall backwards.
Okay, yeah, high school, yep.
And so you might get these photos that are semi-professional or professionally done of yourself for no, like they're not for an event. They're not for anything at all.
You see them when people have them in their house.
Okay.
They will put up like.
yeah, like
they're
for their
like-
family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're really
Can you
lovely.
confirm-
like they're
is-
so proud of us.
Is the photo that I'm showing you right now, which is just you standing there leaning against a brick wall.
The question we have for you is not that is this you? It is why did you post this photo twice onto your Instagram feed 6 months apart?
I'm not really sure. Like, you know, back in the day when Instagram first started,
Yep.
it was like, I don't know. Like, you just did. You just posted like Throwback Thursday.
Yeah.
Like,
This
you got
one-
the people engaged, you know?
Well, the
Even though I
thing
had,
about
like,
this,
10
it wasn't
followers.
it wasn't a throwback Thursday. This one, it was just a I look good.
Yeah, like, I liked this one. I'm
so
putting it out there.
August
again.
2015, it was posted, and then again in February 2016. So
Yeah.
you went into the next calendar year.
Yeah.
I'm going to repost it. I'm really
Right.
feeling myself.
Maybe you know, I can't really remember like the exact reasoning, but maybe I had gained some followers and I wanted everyone to see it. I'm not sure,
Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure I have that one printed out in my parents' home too.
That's
So-
exactly what that would be for.
Yeah, so like
Yes.
I must have really liked that picture. Yeah, I don't know. I rate it though. Like
Just up against
Put
the
it
brick
out
wall,
there.
leaning back, looking over your left shoulder
Yeah.
at the camera.
I'd be really keen. That would be quite great if you know, just like repost it as a story. You're like,
yeah, you know, like throwback.
man, big
I
throwback.
should restart Throwback Thursdays.
You
Is
we should
today
start.
Thursday? Today's Thursday.
Today's Thursday. We could do a throwback.
Wow.
Throwback Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really interesting because we've done this with their last three guests, yourself included,
Okay.
is like really trawl through their Instagram and
Uh-huh.
call them out on old pictures. And I feel like it's a really dangerous game to be playing, like a bit of
Yeah.
stones in glass houses type situation.
yeah, have people been like,
Not yet.
yeah, you guys are doing well then.
Yeah.
Because some people might get a little bit like, why are you on my feed?
Oh, no. I think more like hopefully no one brings in like ammo against us.
Oh, yeah,
there
that's
is some
actually true. Now that's a
tragic
great
stuff.
idea as well. Because, you know, the next person that's on this podcast,
Yeah.
I might
Well,
give them
because
a
like
little warning.
the aim would be that, you know, the players, they act as like the guest host. They can bring stuff in.
Yeah, like
So
I'm
it's like-
going to start telling people I'm a little bit upset I didn't prepare myself.
So like if you come in, make sure you like, yeah, anyway.
Can you guys like re-invite me? in,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
a
We'll
few
get you
weeks?
back. We'll get you back. It'll be fun. We'll get you back. Hey, we've got a new segment. Do you mind if we do a new segment with you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. This segment's called Taylor or Taylor by Taylor.
Wait, can you say it again?
Easily. Taylor or Taylor by Taylor.
Okay.
Easy segment, right? What do you think the segment is about? Firstly.
Taylor or Taylor? By Taylor.
And also, sorry, while you are thinking about that, do you find it amusing how people say your name here?
Yeah, you
Because-
guys all say Taylor.
Yeah, T-A.
Y-L-A-H.
Yeah.
That's how it would be in the States if you saw it written. If someone said Taylor,
Taylor, that's how
They
you
would
would
assume
spell
it's
it.
L-A-Y-H.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You're Taylor.
Taylor.
Taylor. Taylor.
That's good.
Taylor.
Really good,
That was
Taylor.
pretty
All right, we're gonna go. So we're going. The new segment is Taylor or Taylor by Taylor.
do
Yeah.
you? Or before we get to Taylor by Taylor by Taylor,
We're gonna push this segment out as far
Yeah,
as we
keep it
can.
going.
That's how
Do
much we
you-
support it.
do you think you have a particularly strong North Carolina accent, or is there a particular? Like, do you think you have a twang that is
Because we probably
noticeably
should
North
cover that.
Specific to
Carolina?
North
You weren't
Carolina?
like born in North Carolina. You
Yeah.
moved there. You were born in Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm from the Midwest originally, and then I moved to North Carolina. I would say I would like maybe have a little bit. I think I don't anymore because I haven't lived in the States in 3 years.
Mm.
So I would say no. Like if you like meet some people from North Carolina, like in the country, it's like, hey y'all, you know, like really.
Let's go,
country.
y'all.
Hey y'all, let's
Here we go,
go.
y'all.
Here we go, y'all.
I've been told that I sound Australian.
You've got definitely some Australian words.
Yeah.
Even as you talk, you.
so
It's a
I
bit
don't
more.
sound super American.
Mate, your accent would have been really butchered at one point because you went from America to Scotland.
Yeah,
To
Scotland was
Australia.
crazy.
Who do you find hard? Who do you find more difficult to understand, the Scots or the Aussies?
Oh my gosh, Scottish people are like, "Oh, can you do it?" And then they say I to everything.
Can you give us your best Scottish accent?
That's the only thing I can say in Scottish. It's like, can you do it? But no, their accent's funny. It's hard to understand at first, like for sure.
Yeah, you would like need subtitles
Yeah,
in real life.
yeah.
Yeah.
But here I never had that problem.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it just maybe words that you kind of like?
Yeah,
I
like the
don't-
phrases here more than anything.
Correct.
I think. Yeah, but like Americans love Australian accents, I feel like.
Yep.
Ever since I was little, like whenever you hear an Australian accent, you're like, oh my gosh, I wish I had that.
Have you picked up any phrases?
I don't know. Like I definitely have for sure, but I can't like pick.
Can you give us your best no?
Nor Cleo. I actually say that every day.
Whenever you have to say no. That's
I'm
how
like,
you say,
no.
No, Taylor, no. Do you say Taylor now?
No. Well, a lot of people call me Tay. So like I don't really get the full
If
name
you go
most
into
of the
like
times.
a cafe and you have to do your name, what do you say? Just name for the order, thanks, love.
Taylor.
Taylor?
But they always say Taylor and then they put Taylor. They write Taylor, Taylah on mine.
Do they?
I swear to you.
That is great.
Yeah.
You say Taylor and then they write Taylor.
Yeah,
and
every
you're very
time.
confused, right?
I just started going with it. I kind of like the name, so you know it's fine.
They walk away and they're like, this American girl's got no idea how to even say her own name. That's weird.
Well, let's get to Taylor or Taylor by
I forgot we were doing
Taylor or by Taylor.
Yeah.
By
Okay,
Taylor.
so the premise of this segment, it's a lot of thought went into it. All we want you to do is tell us who said this quote.
Okay.
There's a bunch of quotes and we'll work through them. It will either be a quote from internationally renowned musical artist Taylor Swift
Okay.
or once heartthrob and also married to another person called Taylor Lautner.
Okay.
Do you know who Taylor Lautner is?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know his
Twilight.
wife's name is also Taylor Lautner?
I don't know who his wife is,
His wife's name is Taylor.
but
Yeah.
that's actually really crazy.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of Taylors in the circle here.
Heaps.
Yeah.
4.
Hence why we're
Heaps.
playing Taylor or Taylor by Taylor.
I get it now. I'm there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You fan of Taylor Swift?
I am. I'm not like her biggest fan, like super fan, but I am. Like I
Okay.
like her stuff. Yeah.
Are you a fan more of Taylor Swift or more of Twilight?
Taylor Swift, I think. But when I was
Interesting.
younger, probably Twilight. Actually, that's a lie, because Taylor Swift's country was bops.
Yeah.
I loved
it
her
was
country.
bops.
Yeah. It was
Bops.
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 Yeah, right. Are we going to talk about bops or are we going to let that go?
I think that'll probably just age date us.
Yeah, okay.
If we kind of really run with that.
Fair enough.
Okay. So first quote, you can say just Swift or Lautner,
Okay.
or I mean, it would be funny.
Okay,
for
I
me
think
if
we
you
should
just
do
said
Taylor Swift as Taylor and Taylor Lautner as Taylor.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good. See,
Not confusing at all.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
All
So
right.
do you guys got it?
Yep.
Taylor
Okay.
or Taylor, you stay the hell out of my head.
Taylor.
You think Taylor Lautner?
I don't know. This is hard because like I can't like it could be her lyrics.
Could be right.
Yeah.
So who are you picking?
I'm gonna go with Taylor. Is that wrong? I
Lautner.
feel like that's wrong.
That is correct.
That is correct.
Oh yeah.
1-0.
1-0 to Taylor. 1-0 to Taylor.
All right. I need some time, but I'll always be waiting.
That's also Taylor now. Twilight.
That is also Taylor.
That's some good Twilight knowledge.
You do know Twilight.
I watched it a few times. Yeah.
Okay.
Were you Edward or were you more of a Jacob?
No, it's Jacob. Jacob. Yeah.
That's why you know the quotes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were made for this segment.
I was made for this.
Well done. Okay.
Mhm.
I think Fearless is having fears but jumping anyway.
Taylor.
That's
Mm.
correct. That was a bit of an easy one. Just like
Yeah.
on a pure
yeah, you guys
statistics.
really put that in.
Yeah, it's a real statistics based one. But
There you
anyway.
I feel like as soon as you say fearless too, it's like Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, true.
Next one. My imagination is a twisted place.
I think Taylor.
Correct.
Wow.
Wow, I'm kind of killing this.
This Taylor knows her Taylors.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anytime someone tells me that I can't do something, I want to do it more.
Taylor.
Correct. It's good. This is amazing.
I'm so
All
excited
right.
right now.
And our last one.
Oh gosh, now I'm nervous. This is like the streak. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
You
just
see
talked
what
about
I'm
the streak.
saying?
Don't talk
Like-
about the
You
streak.
just- Okay, sorry.
Oh my god. Okay.
But you can't see me wanting you the way you want.
That's tough. Wait, can you say it again?
But you can't see me wanting you the way you want.
I'm nervous.
We got there. Yes.
Taylor. It's Taylor.
He actually pulled a bit of a mozzer on you because the actual quote is, "But you can't see me wanting you the way you want her."
Hey, 4-1.
4-1. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. All right. We'll go speed round just to knock out the rest because we've got more quotes. You ready?
Okay, more quotes. Great.
You've got to keep your eye on the prize and do what you love to do.
That's really vague. Wow. It's really out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor.
Correct. Again. Just because you make a good plan doesn't mean that's what's going to happen.
Taylor.
Far out. This is amazing. Correct again.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I believe in the saying, if you aim at nothing, you're going to hit nothing. So if you don't set goals, then you have nowhere to go.
Is this like real life too, or just from Twilight?
No, real life.
Like what he would actually say?
Yeah.
Wow, I don't really have much up to date on what he would say. I feel like that's giving Taylor.
Correct.
Okay.
This is incredible. Is there any quotes left? No. I think you just got 9 out of 10.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Thanks.
Taylor, you are an expert in tailors.
And I really
tailors.
like repped the name well today.
You
Glad.
certainly did. Bloody hell, that was like really, really impressive. Well done.
And now, Simon, you're also doing a bit of research on American TV shows.
Oh, I was. All right. So now we've got another segment.
Okay.
Mind if we go with that one too?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So this one is called Taylor Otto or Taylor Otto.
Okay, this is like the actor, right?
Well, not an actor, but there is a character, a TV character.
Named Taylor Otto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
You have seen it.
Someone asked me if I was an actor one time, and I was like, no.
Mm.
And then that's when I found out.
Because there is a TV show in America called American Housewife,
Yeah.
and the daughter of the American housewife in the TV show, her name is Taylor Otto.
Yeah.
Taylor.
Taylor.
Spelled
Yeah.
the same too.
Mhm.
Spelled the
Yeah.
same. Do you know what American Housewife's about? Have you ever heard of
No,
the
I've
show?
actually never seen the show.
So it's set in Connecticut.
Okay.
It follows the life of a modest housewife with 2 or 3 kids. I don't know. I probably should have read that more.
That's okay.
Less important. But she struggles to be both a mum and a wife and exist in this really wealthy neighborhood. She's just from, modest upbringings. And Taylor's her daughter who wants to be friends with all the rich people.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So
Valid,
she's obviously
honestly.
struggling, So this segment, Taylor Otto or Taylor Otto, we're going to read out a personality trait of either yourself
Okay.
or Taylor Otto from the show.
Okay.
And we want you to answer,
Which one it is?
is it Taylor Otto or is it Taylor Otto? Taylor is a very sporty and fit girl.
It's giving Taylor Otto from North Carolina.
It's actually funny because this family was also started in North
No
Carolina.
way.
No. What was that actually?
Yeah, no, that was Canadian.
That was like,
Canadian?
yeah, Swarry.
no way.
No way.
Right up on a border. No, correct, no way. I don't know. I just made that part up. But do you think that was TV or city? There you go. That's how we're
TV or
gonna-
city? City.
City. You think that's Taylor? Unfortunately, that's TV.
Yeah, she's also Taylor Otto from
So
TV.
I guess that's both. Maybe.
Potentially. I mean, to be quite fair.
Yeah, I probably could work on it, hey.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's valid.
All right. She isn't a bright student and struggles with her classes, especially math.
I don't know if it's both, but it's definitely me.
Unfortunately, that was TV again.
Oh, okay. Well,
Hearing these-
they've kind of gotten the character right, hey.
Do you think they've done a bit of research on
Yeah,
you
what?
to then build a character around you?
Wait, is this me? Am I on TV?
This whole time I didn't think it was me, but now I'm starting to wonder.
Do you feel
So I was
like
like, oh, Taylor Otto, like on that show, you're like, yeah, correct.
Yeah, actually it
Spot on.
is.
do you feel like you've had your identity stolen?
Yeah, a little bit. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah. Would you like the next personality trait?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay. She's constantly disobeying her mother.
Nah, that's the TV show.
That's the TV one. That's correct.
Her nose starts bleeding whenever she gets anxious.
I think that's also the TV show.
That's the TV show as well.
But
Correct.
I hate
yeah.
that for her.
Yep. She loves to laugh like a grown-up.
I like to laugh.
Like a grown-up?
Yeah.
Okay. That could be both, but
Yeah,
it's definitely the TV show.
Are these all the TV show? Like,
Yeah.
Maybe.
She makes puppy noises when she's excited.
oh, okay. That's giving Stoddy, but yeah, it's TV show.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
The sounds of her stomach are often confused with bear roars or thunder.
I feel like that's everybody sometimes.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. Well, there you go. That was our segment, Taylor Otto or Taylor Otto. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
joining us.
And now we've heard also, Taylor, that you're a big fan of living in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to just get your ideas on overrated or underrated, just
Okay.
on Aussie stuff.
Okay.
Things in Aussie, feel free to expand as much as you like on them and whether you think that they're overrated, underrated, or appropriately rated.
Okay.
So do you think Tim Tams are overrated, underrated, or appropriately rated?
Are they like rated highly here? I feel like they're not. Like you guys are just like, oh, they're good.
So
No, I think they're rated very highly.
Yeah.
Really? I think they're underrated. I love them.
I love Tim Tams.
Oh,
I love Tim Tams. I had to stop buying them actually.
really? Wow.
Have you got an Aussie sweet treat that's you're like, this is my game?
Tim Tams.
Tim Tams is it.
Any flavour in particular?
I like the double coated.
Of course. Of course.
And
Who
in the
would
fridge.
not say that?
In the fridge.
What type of
So
madman
Tim
would
Tams
not
in the
say-
fridge. You like the snappability?
Yeah. especially with the double coated, because it's like the top of the chocolate is like cold, and then
Yeah.
the inside's still like what it needs to be.
Have you tried a Tim Tams slam? When you bite
Is
each,
that, oh, I
you
haven't
bite each
tried it.
corner
No,
off, and then you drink it through a hot drink,
I
and
haven't.
then it melts all the chocolate through the middle.
I've been told that so many times. It's actually like upsetting. I haven't tried it, but
That's
yeah,
a
I haven't.
real easy swing for the content team here at City to have you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have they got you to do anything like that because you're American? So they're like, hey, here's some easy American stuff.
Yeah, we did like a taste test between like American snacks and
Yep.
Aussie snacks, and then we had to like vote.
I know how we solve it.
Don't do it.
Tim Tams?
Don't do it.
Yeah.
That's not fair though, because I have like 2 Tim Tams.
Okay, she is addicted to Tim Tams.
Yeah, that's the
She
problem.
could eat a pack in a day.
I could, but I only eat 2 a day.
She had to put a limit on it.
Okay, but if there was a Tim Tam, we would have won.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
If it was double
So
coated,
we win?
I fear you guys would have won.
So
but
we win.
we didn't have that, so no. But it wasn't really fair because all the Aussies were like, "Oh, the Aussie snacks are better."
So why is that not fair though?
Because it was like, obviously they're gonna say that, you know.
And you think you give a balanced opinion?
But also, what wasn't fair about it was that they got their snacks from like an American store here. Not American store. You know how they sell like stuff
Yeah.
from, but it's like not the same.
I agree.
It's not. So it's like you can't really fully like.
Like Cadbury chocolate in the UK is listed as Cadbury chocolate, but it's different.
It's different.
Tastes different.
So you know what? Next time I'm gonna bring the snacks from America, and then we can properly do it.
What's your number one American sweet treat?
So-
And American cereal too, because I feel like you've got a lot. There's like a lot of different American
Yeah.
cereals.
I don't know. I wouldn't have like one particular one. I just think we have so many different types of candies. Like there's just so many different flavors, or like for instance M&Ms. There's like so many different kinds.
You
so
also
it's
have
just
peanut butter
nice.
in everything. Too.
Yeah, we do. We like peanut butter.
Yeah. I wonder where
But
that
it's
comes
also
from.
really unhealthy, like the stuff. So like
Yeah.
it's probably for the better that I'm here.
Mm.
But yeah.
All right,
Tams.
Vegemite, overrated, underrated, appropriately rated.
From who? Who's this rating from?
Your rating of them. Do you think?
Is this
Like
a-
what am I correlating it to?
Oh, so I feel like Australians rate Vegemite highly.
Yeah.
So your rating relative to that rating, in that
I think it's rated appropriately. I think if you ask people outside of Australia, it's underrated because they try it not properly.
true.
So do you eat Vegemite regularly?
Last year I did. I don't as much this year, but I do like it.
Mm.
But I think people are like, oh, try Vegemite, and then they take a spoonful of it. Like that, no one's gonna like that.
Vicious,
Yeah.
vicious, absolute savages.
So
Okay, so appropriately rated.
yeah.
All right, nice. Pizza shapes.
Those are highly rated here.
I think they're probably appropriately
Huge.
rated. Yeah.
What flavor? The pizza,
Pizza
ones?
shapes, yeah.
Purple.
Otherwise, people would say barbecue shapes or chicken crispy
Purple.
shapes.
That's a loss in translation.
Sorry,
Aaron.
yeah, that was really.
That's fine. We'll let that one through.
Thank you. I think they're a little bit overrated. Like they're good. Like I like them.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not like, oh my God, I've
Delicious.
never had anything like this. But I also think in America we just have so many different types of like chips and stuff like that that are flavored.
Do you
Like
ever
we-
go to chip in America?
No, but like we have flavored goldfish.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
what?
those
I feel like
are
goldfish are the
incredible.
They have
same.
flavored goldfish.
Yeah, like pizza flavored
You
goldfish.
eat them straight out of the tank.
Unreal.
You eat them straight out of
Yeah,
the tank.
we're gonna have to expand on goldfish.
Goldfish, like the snack that smiles back. Goldfish. You know?
The snack that smiles back. As in, the brand is goldfish,
Yeah.
and they look like
And they're little
goldfish.
goldfish.
They're little biscuit things, right?
Yeah, they're really tiny. They're like cheese. They're like Cheez-Its, but
They
in
would,
goldfish.
they would almost be the equivalent of shapes, I would imagine.
They would be, and they have like all the flavors as well.
Mm.
But the flavoring is way better in my opinion.
What is there anything that's like stuck out to you that's uniquely Australian that you're like, this is weird. This definitely is only
You guys
here.
don't wear shoes? Yeah.
That's funny. How about
But I
that?
kind of like it now. Like I was
Do
really
you now not
a
wear
fan.
shoes?
If I'm by the beach.
Right.
Yeah.
But like casually, I'm gonna wear shoes. Yeah.
Okay. How about we do that for an overrated, underrated, appropriately rated? Thongs, flip flops.
I think they're appropriately rated.
Mm.
Yeah, like They're nice.
Are you like a thongs or slides?
Personally, I don't like my feet, so like I really don't like to wear sandals or like
Right.
so like I don't love them, but I like the way they look for people that have better looking feet.
Do you just have
Are
like
you a foot
athlete
person?
feet?
No, I
Right.
don't really like feet, to be honest. Yeah.
Do you just have like athlete feet that are just like
Yeah,
real
they
beat
just
up
don't
from
look good. Yeah.
kicking balls all the time?
Mhm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like
Foot-based
one of my.
sport.
Foot-based sport. Driving on the left-hand side of the road.
I'm like pretty used to it now, actually. Except for when I'm in a parking lot, I get really confused.
True.
I'm like, why is that car coming at me?
Mhm.
And I'm like, I'm on the wrong side of the road. Yep.
Yep, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Is there anything about Australia that still confuses you, or anything recently, or any phrases that have come up recently that you're like, I'm going to need a bit more explanation on that?
No, I like to think that I'm like Australian now. So
Grass.
Have you told your parents that you're now Australian?
yeah, I'm trying to get them to move here, actually.
Are you?
And they're about it, actually. So,
Where would they move to?
I don't know. Probably wherever we are.
Where would
Where
you
I
want to
am.
move to?
I like it here a lot. I'd probably stay here for a bit longer. Maybe Sydney.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You can't be too in on it though, because like contract negotiations and stuff.
Exactly. Like you gotta
So
wait.
you're like,
like-
oh, I kind of hate it a bit. Like you'd have to pay me to stay here a bit longer.
yeah.
Like-
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if they doubled my contract, I would definitely stay here.
Yeah. Like I would for sure stay here. No, I'm just kidding. I love it here.
Your manager somewhere like too much enthusiasm again.
Yeah.
We've talked about this. Play it harder.
So would your brother move out too?
Yeah. So my brother just had a kid, like his first kid, like 6 months ago, 5 months ago now. And they want to move here, and then my parents want to move here. Cause like there's a bit of turmoil in America at the moment.
Is there?
Not like bad, but like
What's
there's
happening
just
in
like,
America?
I don't actually really know anymore. I just think there's just like political
Unrest.
unrest there. So
Yeah.
I don't know. They just like it better. I like it better here. So I just tell them how much I like it. So then they're like, oh, maybe we'll come.
Yeah.
Might as well. Because my parents are going to retire in like a few years, maybe 10 years,
Sick.
5-10 years.
Is Australia anything like North Carolina? Or is Melbourne anything like North Carolina?
I think Australia is like similar to America, to be honest. It's just like a more chill, prettier, less populated place.
Yeah.
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 And like the lifestyle is just like a bit more like you enjoy it than like go, go, go.
Love that.
Yeah. But like America's great. I love America and there's a lot of great things about it, great places to go. But I
Feels like
just-
this feels like the North Carolina chat when it was like I'm North Carolina versus Duke. Is in like, hey, if there's any American people listening, I also still love my country.
I actually do love my country and there's a lot of great places, but I just feel like I
Still got to pay tax
like
there.
it better. I do. Yeah.
That's a real bummer. Do you know that?
Is that
I do. I'm actually filing for it right now.
Yeah.
you got to do
Ameri-
double tax?
American
Yeah.
citizens overseas have to pay tax
Mm-hmm.
based
Yeah.
off. They're just like,
Based off of what I made here, yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a real shame.
Yeah.
That is a real shame. Hey, as we do get to the end of today's
Yeah.
show,
Uh-huh.
which is very sad,
Yeah, it is a bit sad.
we've got a segment called The Presser. You're an elite athlete, you're professional,
Uh-huh.
you have to do press conferences.
Uh-huh.
So we thought, there's always opportunities to learn
Okay.
and develop and improve.
Uh-huh.
So we want to host a press conference,
Okay.
but you are the athlete and we are the journalists.
Okay.
So, but you can't give us press conference answers. We want real answers.
I'm confused. Like, what do you mean?
I'm a bit confused too, if I'm being totally honest about it.
Like, what do you mean?
We're going to ask you questions
Uh-huh.
and you get to answer them.
Press conference style.
So, like, kind of how we've been doing the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a
Yeah.
bit more serious because this is a press conference.
Oh, this is like
Yeah.
for real.
This
But you
is-
said not to answer it like a press conference.
You can answer it for a press conference if you like. Maybe we'll put like a boring meter on it, and if it's like a bit boring answer, if you're like, credit to the girls.
Oh, yeah.
know,
I
and
see what you're saying. Yeah.
Here we go, girls.
Here we go, girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So to start the press conference, welcome everyone. Taylor Otto will be taking questions now.
What's a tariff?
I'm not actually like fully sure what the like definition is, but I'm pretty sure like America's putting tariffs on everyone right now for their like goods that
Is
are
it a good
coming
thing?
over. I think that's up to people's opinion. Honestly, I don't know. I'm not gonna answer that question.
What are you most looking forward to eating first in Wuhan?
I don't actually know. I just want to try something that was like made there that's like you can't get anywhere else?
Anything specific
Anything stick out that was made there
that you can't get anywhere else?
Anywhere
It's-
else? I mean, you can get it at a few places.
Yeah,
right?
it's just generally a difficult.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
But I mean, that's it for the press conference. It was just those 2 questions.
Oh, okay.
Pretty easy, right?
Yeah. Good job.
Yeah, nice. That was it. Just those 2 questions.
I was like,
Mostly
what's
for
going on?
Mostly for us, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. There you go. Taylor, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, mate, you're welcome back anytime. Anytime you want to come back,
Thanks.
just pop right in.
Thanks for talking a bit of bullshit.
Thanks.